All right, here we have a great word problem that we're going to solve, and I have already prepared a table that will help us out to visualize the equation that we need to solve. So, getting started. Alexander the Great traveled in his chariot for 5 hours, averaging a speed of 38 miles per hour throughout the entire trip. For the first 3 hours of the trip, he traveled at only 30 miles an hour. How fast did he travel in the last 2 hours of the trip? So, with what we're given, we're going to fill out the table as much as we can and make sense of everything. So the entire trip lasted 5 hours. So the unit for time is hours, of course. The unit for speed is miles per hour. And the distance, of course, will be in miles. So for the entire trip, which lasted 5 hours, and he was going on average at a speed of 38 miles an hour, how can we get the distance? Well, speed times time equals distance. So we can multiply these. We can multiply the first two columns to get the third column. 5 times 38 is 190. So 5 hours at 38 miles an hour gives us 190 miles in total. Great. So now, for the first 3 hours of the trip, so the first part, 3 hours, he traveled only at 30 miles an hour. So how can we get the distance of the first portion of the trip? 3 times 30. 3 hours, 30 miles an hour, just 90 miles in total. Now for the second part, we know that it lasted 2 hours, of course, because 3 plus 2 is 5. But we don't know the speed. That's actually the question. How fast did he travel in the last 2 hours of the trip? Okay, so put a 2 there. I meant to put an X. Sorry about that. That was a mind blank for a second, I guess. And so what is the distance? We can just multiply 2 by X to get 2X. Now we can finally form our equation. How do we do that? Well, we know that the distance that he went through in the first part added to the distance that he went through in the second part will be the total distance. So I can say that 90 plus 2x equals 190. Great. Now once we solve for x, we will know how fast he went during the second part of the trip. So let's subtract 90 from both sides of the equation. Those go away. You can bring down the 2x. 190 minus 90 is 100. Then we can divide both sides by 2. And x is just 50. So he went at a speed of 50 miles per hour in the last 2 hours of the trip. That's it. Hopefully the explanation made good sense. Sorry about that little mistake there when I wrote the 2. I don't know what was going on. And if you want to watch more videos, visit us right here. Good luck.